When I tell you that this entire episode was nothing but a big audition reel for Mama D to become a permanent host, start listening to me. Because when I tell you, Scott, don't miss.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that all in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you. On you, on you. Put you on my face, so shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Daddy, shot a clock every minute, please.
No, Natalie, you always want to do Betty, shut the clock.
Did you f***ing that apple after?
Of course she is, because they don't feed y'all. That's probably the first and last and only meal that she probably had during that. Well, it's Biggie. So who am I lying to?
Big Dominican, you know Big Biggie don't miss a meal. Big Biggie always gonna find the food.
And I apologize too. I don't want nothing to happen to you too. That's why, I step back because I'm like, we are the injured reserve, and we gotta look out for each other while we're here. Because
Can I get a hug?
yeah,
Okay, you're not
over the table,
Not sneak.
girl. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you over the table and hug you some more, bitch.
They have them with me, so let them say it.
I'm only here for one purpose. What I'm trying to understand.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Cause like, why does everybody look like this? Look at Evelyn. That shit start all the way back here. Speaking of Cashapp, I got my food here. I need to eat at the same time. I need to do my makeup for the rest of the videos today. So why Tokyo looking like that? Why is Tokyo looking like that? And why does that look like the same wig that Michael Jackson used to be wearing? Tell me you don't.
Yeah, no, I want to know. I gotta say this.
Let's talk about
No. Wait. Let me say this, right?
Why I'm hungry again? Why am I hungry again? I should have told this to bring me a steak, egg, and cheese. I think I need to go cook lunch. Akbar, maybe you can decide in my DMs and tell me who the doctor is. Because at this point, Spice, I thought you was from the Caribbean, dear, because Ice Caribbean. Ice the only one from the Caribbean. Well, apparently not, child. Spice says she from Puerto Rico.
Thank God I'm a loner and I stay in my room and I read my books.
What is Jessica even talking about? Child, what is going on? Unprepared. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi. And we are back for another. I guess we can say let's talk about it. But we are back for another Auntie podcast episode, recap, whatever the hell you want to call her. Listen, this episode, they starting to put me to sleep more and more every episode. And I was the main person clocking it. Honestly, before the season, I was the main person saying, oh, I don't really know what Tia going to bring. I don't know what Carlissa going to bring. Why not bring on Kaya? Why not bring on Jaguar, right? And then I was like, no, Mama D would also probably fit with these group of girls, right? And so when I saw that Mama D was having an episode of her own, I was like, of course. And exactly what I thought was going to happen is exactly what happened. Okay, they kept hinting at the fact of Ed and Mama D, so please do not be surprised when season 2 Mama D becomes a permanent host. Okay, but I'll dive deeper into all of that when we actually get to talking about this episode. Right now, y'all hoes about to go like this video.
Drop that boy, come push up on me. Need it right now, let it leave me lonely. Yeah, hit the right size, cause you know I fucking want it. You got that thing that'll make the bitch so haunted. See, you got me fired, you got me tired. This shit inside, you got me wired, you got the vibe. Taking me high, you be coming fuck up on me till it's morning. The way we going, I'll just keep exploding. So excited, so
that song, Boo Thing. Okay, I dropped Boo Thing back in like 2020 or 2021. Like, it's an old song. It's an old song. But a lot of y'all are new and a lot of y'all don't, know that much of my music. I mean, I know y'all love Swing My Way, and I thank y'all for loving Swing My Way. And we will have a follow-up to Swing My Way. I know I've been dropping a whole bunch of different songs, Show Me the Money and Party and Happy and, just playing around with different music styles and whatnot. But I am trying to drop another R&B song. Okay, I love R&B, but I love R&B. And Swing My Way is like that song that comes on in the club, because the DJs be setting y'all up. Okay, they'll play all this twerking music and all of that, but when it's time for y'all to go home, they will start playing the slow jams that everybody know the words to, and that just go off in the club, like Make Love in This Club by Usher and Beyonce, Street Love by Lloyd, Swing My Way by Santana. So I love R&B. That's what you would consider R&B. And yeah, I recognize the fact that y'all love that song. So I'm definitely trying to drop something else in that type of vein. Okay. But that's not what this is about. We are here to talk about the Auntie podcast. Okay. Honestly and truly, like I said, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored with these episodes. I'm getting really, really bored because it's the same thing over and over. There's no structure. They're talking over each other. Once they start actually getting to a good topic, then it's like, nah, let's hurry up and talk about something else. I'm being bored. Why you gotta ask that? And this episode was no different. Now, when it comes to Mama D, we know Mama D from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We know her as being the overzealous, overprotective, all up in Scrappy's business mama. And while I want to say that this episode kind of showcased a bit of growth from her, I still feel like she's that way. Because honestly and truly, that's really what the discussion of this episode was mothers and their sons and the things that they do to protect them. Now, I don't know about y'all, but my mother wasn't slinging pussy or slinging on dick to provide for us. And one thing that y'all need to stop doing in the Black community, especially as Black women, stop. Okay, this is gonna be the moment where people start saying I hate Black women. I don't care. Let me pace myself. Here's my problem with the whole Mama D interview and the whole Mama D situation. I can appreciate when people are more like, this is what it was. This is what it is. I don't feel ashamed because at the end of the day, I made it work. Boom, that's it. My problem with the Mama D situation is that everybody knows that she was a pimp, a madam, whatever you want to call it, and she had multiple women up under her. Okay. Now, throughout the episode, she said, I don't like to refer to them as hoes. I never really tried to disrespect them like a typical madam. I never put my hands on them because they was older than 21, and I wouldn't want somebody putting hands on my child. So I don't care how she tried to package it. At the end of the day, she was. Okay. My problem comes into play when you know what you were and you know what you were doing because you were 21, and she made it a point to say that she was educated. She was educated at the time she started making the decisions that she was making, but then she tried to tie it up into God, and this is where my path needed to be. And, I realized I was having kids and I had to do anything to protect my child. And right there, that's where we stop. Right there is where we stop. That's where we stop. Okay. I speak about accountability and responsibility a lot when it comes to my channel and when it comes to the Black community. And this is one of those times that I'm going to bring it back up because at the end of the day, we are all faced with choices on what it is that we want to do. Okay. Do you know how many times I've sat down with God, with spirit, with the universe, with my team of angels and said, listen, I'm about 2 seconds away from popping this pussy for a real nigga on the line. Okay. Do you know how many times I done thought about going down to the West Village Pier and selling this ass? Because I know I would make a lot of cash. I know I would be a million. Trust me when I tell you, as somebody who used to tell sex stories, quote unquote, technically a sex worker, I understand all about that lifestyle, especially considering the fact that I'm involved in night lifestyle. I see what goes on and I hear what goes on. And I know I would be great, marketed great, making great money. But I chose not to do it. Do you know how many times I thought about doing crack and cocaine or selling crack and cocaine anytime bad stuff started to happen and I need to figure out a way to come up? Or when life got too hard? My point is that we've all been at a place where we've been faced with the good angel, the bad devil. Like in the commercials and the cartoons and the TV shows and the movies where it's just like you got the good version on your left side, you got the bad version on your right side. Which side are you going to go to? So miss me with the whole, selling pussy was the only thing I could do. Becoming a madam and becoming a pimp was the only thing that I could do. It was the only thing that was available. It was the only thing that was accessible. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Because the same question that I would ask all of these little high schoolers that's sitting there in their senior year, literally walking across the stage, cap and gown, and then as soon as they turn 18 and they go and immediately open up an OnlyFans, same thing I'm going to ask somebody, I'm going to ask you, Mama D. Was McDonald's not hiring? Could you not have it your way at Burger King? I'm not understanding. But speaking of having it your way, it seemed like she couldn't have the pay. Never mind having it your way. She couldn't have the pay because that's what a lot of people tend to do. And I bring the Black community back into it because we hear this same excuse time and time again. Oh, I got to go out there and sell the drugs for the kids. And you taking money out my food, money out my kids' mouths. You taking food up off the table. Oh, this, that, and the third. Shut up. Miss me with all of that. Miss me with all of that. Because like Carlissa kept trying to point out to Mama D, you were educated. You were somebody who knew better. You actually came from a family that might have been problematic because they were involved in the church, but they had some sort of good head on their shoulders. So this is not a typical situation from what we were told within this interview. This wasn't a typical situation of mama was a crackhead, daddy was a crackhead, uncle was, a drug lord, sister was a madam, brother was a pimp. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So where it's like, okay, it's nothing but chaos all around. It seemed like you came from a well-to-do family, and because you wanted to be rebellious and sick it to your family and say, here, take that, you decided to go out and pimp motherfuckers. You decided to go out and involve yourself in all of this. And to sit back now in 2024 and be like, oh, I did all of that because I had to put food on the table for my kids, that is not an excuse. And that sounds lazy. And I am the type of person, yes, I am judging. Yes. Miss me with the whole, oh, don't judge. You've never been in that situation. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I know I've been faced with the opportunity to be in that situation, but I know I chose different. Even if it was a harder road. Like Tia said at one point in time, baby, work multiple jobs. Okay, go to school and work a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you figure that out. You figure it out. And at the end of the day, people going to do what it is that they choose to do. My thing is, own your shit. Everybody talking about, I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. Well, literally stand on it. Stand on it. Don't sit back and, motherhood. No, girl, fuck all of that. You did it because you wanted to do it. You saw that the pay was easy. You saw that this lifestyle you was attracted to. Why am I about to go work for a corporation where they could fire me at any moment? Why am I about to go live a slow life that everybody else live in when I can make what you make in a year? I can make that in a day. Say that, but stop selling this whole idea and fantasy of motherhood. And sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I ain't never had to do that. And I'm sure thousands upon millions of other people could agree. There is other ways. Again, was McDonald's not hiring? Were they not hiring? Because the way that Mama D was sitting there telling her story the entire time, yes, I was sitting there judging, because you would think that the way she was telling it, based off how she was telling it, that the girl was 12 years old, 13, 14 years old. Bitch, you was 21. You old enough to drink, old enough to know how to wipe your ass, old enough to know how to drive. So you old enough to have some common sense. And yes, again, I'm judging because this is the same Mama D who has admittedly said in public, okay, there's records out there of Mama D saying, I'm the reason Scrappy got his first piece of pussy. I'm the reason he lost his virginity. I pushed off the girls onto him. And speaking of that, let's talk about this incestuous dynamic that Mama D has with Scrappy, because it's very incestuous. In fact, a lot of Black households it is. All of y'all Black mothers out there that my son, my Black king, my Black king, my Black king, my da-da-da-da-da, my son. How y'all treat them like they the man of the house? Because the man of the house done left you. And now you the man of the house, but now you want to shift that duty off to your oldest child that happens to be your son? That shit is weird. It's weird. They grow up resenting you. They grow up having this weird relationship with you. You start feeling entitled to now knowing all of their business and their relationships. It just becomes too much. And that's exactly why Carlissa was sitting there looking as stupid as she was looking. And then at the end of the episode, wanted to start crying, talking about some blue faces and yelling. I tried to tell him. Everybody's looking at me weird, but I tried to tell him. I tried to keep him from doing this. Oh my God, why would he do this? All of these girls cities. Oh my God. Girl, shut up. She wanted to relate so bad to Mama D. I said, shut up. And then had the nerve to be sitting there looking at Mama D the entire episode talking about some girl, you don't want to be 70 doing this. I said, Carlissa, you about two motherfucking ages away. Both of y'all about a foot in the grave, a cough away from death. So what is we talking about? You done spent your entire life doing that. Just like Mama D. Got a 2 peas in the motherfucking pod. Pot calling the whole black. Like, come on. Blueface is in jail because of his degenerate act ways. Okay? Same way that I would sit here and be like, oh, Krishan's not in jail because of Blueface. Blueface is not in jail because of Krishan. At some point, when do we grow up and start making responsibilities and, I don't know, maturity our priority? At what point do we start making better decisions for our life? Okay, because Carlissa, again, because I'm not done whacking your ass, because you're whack with your ass. Wasn't your husband or your baby daddy, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on in that family dynamic. More than likely, it's probably a broken home. So they probably was never married, if I have to go by statistics. Wasn't the father of your child just online the other day sitting here talking about some free the neighborhood crip, free the most famous crip inside of his mansion that's vacant with walls and signs on the wall that says the most famous crip? And we want to say that Blueface is in jail because of women? No, this is the stuff that y'all uplift. This is the stuff that y'all excuse. And then you come up with an excuse to excuse the degenerate behavior. No Mama D, no Carlissa, no Blueface. Y'all want this lifestyle because you want this lifestyle. There's no, did somebody have a gun in your head and say, go out there and pop that for a real nigga? Did somebody have a gun in your head and say, go out there and sell that? No. So miss me with the, oh, I did this for motherhood. Oh, I did this for my kids. Oh, I did. Shut up. And that's really all I had to say about this episode because, I mean, what else are we talking about? Mama D sitting here acting like, oh, she's no longer involved in Scrappy's business, but that's determined to be a lie because wait until next season. Talking about some, oh, this season, everybody against us. I wonder why. You pushing 70 and still in your grown ass son's business. They sitting there asking her, oh, which wife, which one would you want Scrappy to make a wife? And now she's like, that's out of my jurisdiction. I would never talk about that because that's my son. And, you know, I don't want to. Why am I using the Bianca voice? But she's like, basically, that's out of my business. Like, I need to mind my business and stay in my lane. I said, yeah, Mama D, after what, 13 seasons of Love and Hip Hop, who you think you fooling? Girl, get off my line with this. And honestly and truly, that's really all that happened in the episode. That's all that happened. That is literally all that happened. Okay, this was nothing but an audition sizzle reel for this hoe to come back next season. Okay, because if you ask me, I believe she was supposed to be here from day one. I believe when Zeus and Lamel and whoever else over there sat down and came up with the concept of the show, I feel like Mama D was one of the names that was mentioned around the table, and I feel like she was about ready to sign on, and then it was probably filming obligations with MTV or contractual obligations or money wasn't right or something. Like, I feel like she was supposed to be there, and then it just didn't work. So they was like, girl, you know what? We're going to give you an episode. Because why the else are we sitting here talking about a Mama D? I know that Zeus is sitting there struggling to get actual, decent, credible guests on a goddamn show, but why are we sitting here having a whole episode about Mama D? Since when have we ever felt like, oh my God, I just want to sit down and get to know about Mama D. I just want to sit down with her and know about her life for an hour. Baby, I'm good with the 5 minutes that we get in between scenes on Love and Hip Hop. I don't need no much more than that. Or else I'd follow the hoe on Instagram. I'm sorry. I don't need much more than that. Okay? So clearly this was an audition sizzle reel to see how the fans felt about her. Because y'all noticed when we started the episode, Carlissa was like, see, y'all checking the comments. Y'all be checking the comments. The comments keep being like, oh, watch out for Mama D. Mama D gonna take y'all job. Watch out. You see how they try to drop that in there? As though we don't know that this motherfucking show was already filmed 3 months ago. Ain't nobody watching this shit in real time with them. These hoes filmed this goddamn show 2-3 months ago. So what are y'all talking about the comments is saying? Y'all was making up shit. Okay, you don't even believe what you're saying. That is a lie, a bold-faced lie, Carlissa. Wasn't no comments to look at because y'all had filmed all of this within like a day 3 months ago. You think we dumb? Like, y'all, we're not. Okay, and then by the end of the episode, they'll talk about something. You really trying to come up here and do this with us every week? Girl, she was supposed to. Cut it out. And speaking of cutting it out, Tokyo Tony. Because this entire episode, she was sitting there sucking Mama D's clit. Like, completely. I understand that she was a pimp and you was a madam. I'm sorry, you was a stripper. I get that y'all got that whole little trauma bond thing going on because y'all was both out there being involved in sex work, but cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Talking about some, oh, I understand, Mama D. You know, see, because what she say? Because, you know, she wasn't thorough. And when you a thorough bitch, you not a square. Because, see, when you a square, you do certain things. But when you a thorough, I said, what you trying to say? You trying to say that it's cool to be out there selling that cootie cat? It's cool to be out there slinging drugs. It's cool to be out there pimping hoes. Is that what you're saying? Am I a square because I didn't do that? That don't make me a thorough B because I'm not out there getting to the D? So, yeah, Tony, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Okay, all of that ignorance is exactly why Mama D gonna be back season 2. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. And don't be surprised if a whole Instagram live TikTok fight happen out of nowhere between Carlissa being like, the fans really like her like that, and then Mama D suddenly spilling the beans. How I was supposed to be there from day one. You ain't know? Here's my contract as proof. I was supposed to be there from day one. Don't be surprised if that happened. Don't be surprised if that happened. You heard it here first. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about all this down below. How long we been talking? About 22 minutes? That's 22 minutes too long. Too long. Okay, because this was already more entertaining than the episode. And then next week, they talking about bringing Big Frida up there to do what? To do what? Like, where y'all, whose ass are y'all grabbing these celebrities out of? And I use celebrities loosely. Like, whose ass are y'all grabbing these people out of? And no disrespect to Big Frida. No disrespect. Because, you know, we love Big Frida. You already know. Like, we love Big Frida. But not enough to sit and watch an hour interview of Big Frida. Beyonce Renaissance was 2 years ago. Y'all done missed the mark. Okay, y'all done missed the window. And if they don't bring up Beyonce, child, if they do, Beyonce probably gonna sue. Beyonce gonna own Zeus. I'm sure Beyonce already watched. Y'all know she read shit. Y'all know her and Solange be watching the Housewives and whatnot. Okay, but if Big Frida don't mention Beyonce next week, then I know something. But child, y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below. As if I could, okay. And definitely make sure that y'all stream my music as if you would, okay? Stream my music. Join the Patreon because the Patreon is lit. It's very lit. We watching a lot of shows: Big Brother, Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, On T Podcast, Baddies, rewatching old seasons of Baddies, rewatching old seasons of Bad Girls Club, and more shows. Okay, plus exclusive videos and all of that. All right. I love each and every one of y'all. And I ain't even got it up, but go to that Q&A video that I posted a couple of videos back. And ask me your questions because I'm about to make that video like real soon. It's about to be like a story time Q&A type of video. And I'm sure it's probably going to be at least 2 hours, you know, because I talk a lot and it's a lot of questions. So if you want to get your questions in, go ahead over there to that video and leave a comment with your question. And you might be featured in the video, Al. Okay. I love all of y'all. Allegedly. And HD Audio. And you know what? Y'all going to sit here because I could have sworn. Why do I not have Universal Bad Bitch up here as an outro yet? Y'all gonna sit here because y'all not doing nothing. Y'all gonna sit right there. Right there. Matter of fact, go like this video while Universal Bad Bitch is uploading as my outro.
The universe is P double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these other niggas need. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, look at who I am. Every day is numbered in this lifespan. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about a God's plan. I wanna be happy, doing what I please, trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy.
Bye.
Universal bad bitch, everybody language. Everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language.
That ain't even the outro for this video. Why didn't y'all tell me? That is exclusively for baddies. Why y'all ain't tell me that? I don't even have an outro for this. Girl, we all messed up. Listen, it's a new month, new StreamYard. Because who's paying when they got trials? So every month we just gonna keep re-uploading the content back onto, like, girl.
Yes, I am the leader of the new school. Bringing content and a whole lot of new bros. Giving the guys to the shit, get the people. This body, this song just stay throughout. No, I don't want to kiki ho. This shit right here on repeat, yo. Not here, one of y'all gonna see me though. In charge of the girl that she ho. I'm the motherfucking queen. queen of the shit. Who you know, running up the green till it's lit. Throwing ass when the digits turn on my head, type of bitch talk shit, then it shout to the lips, bitch.